Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants. Or celebrates, or laughs, or teabags. One of those things, because this is absolutely, I don't know, it feels as expected. I expected this as much. Right, first and foremost, multiple news about Ubisoft. That Park Place. Rumor Assassin's Creed Shadows originally featured a male Japanese main character and game could be delayed even further. Reminder, this is mostly rumor, so it may not actually be true. It may actually not be real or fake, so we don't know yet. But it comes from Endymion or something like that. Basically, he says that the character was created, a Yasuke here, because of the Summer of Love back in 2020, and considering the time period, the time it takes to make a game of this size, it's understandable, and it does fit within what the guy said here. Because Ubisoft felt pretty much embroiled with all the Saint George kind of thing, and the holy of the holiest, the Alpha and Omega Saint George, because he's absolutely the religion of the left. So they felt obligated, because they are a bunch of woke twats, into creating, well, replacing the actual Japanese character with this. And as it turns out, everything with the woke people, they tend to be pretty racist. So they actually ended up adding hip-hop and or rap music or whatever that style of music is, because he's black. And it apparently did not go very well with the crowd that was reviewing the game behind the curtains. And the questionnaire said that they need to take that out. So they've decided to take it out on the release game, but it still came out during the trailers or teasers. So whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy. This is hilarious, but then again, this is the left. You basically expect that much from them. There's no other way to put it. Then, they also did other very questionable things, like he actually said multiple dialogues that could be inflamed or inflammatory and blaming all the bad experiences this samurai, which is not a real samurai. In fact, he wasn't. This is why it feels so odd and out of place, because he was supposed to it was supposed to be a Japanese male. It was supposed to be a Japanese man in here. Or maybe someone that looks a bit effeminate, considering it's Ubisoft, but still. And that's why it feels so odd, and why they try to sell the idea that he was a samurai and not some over-glorified sword carrier. But mind you, it's not a bad thing. Back then, it was an honorable position, but still, just an over-glorified sword carrier, just for the looks, because he was taller than most of the Japanese people back then. That's about it. But oh, trying to get throw a temper tantrum. Yeah. And then in the dialogue, he blames white people, blames slavery, blames white supremacy, and all of that sort of thing. Yeah, it's typical nonsense. Typical Ubisoft slop. But before we continue, here is a trailer.
personified. We are immortal, we are legend, we are God's wrath made manifest, and we know no fear.
Right, so this is hilarious because it's also being released during the Black History Month or so, because they have way too many, isn't it June, then July or something like that, then February, and then but either way, I'm pretty sure that Ubisoft is going to actually start blaming people for not purchasing this garbage. Yeah. After all, for the modern audience, they really are not very numerous, mind you. And apparently, as well as this Ghostbuster guy here said, Paul Feig blames female Ghostbusters failure on Trump supporters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure something similar like that is going to happen with this, because after all, they are starting to blame also Star Wars Outlaws, yeah, on us gamers. Ubisoft CEO blames gamers after poor sales of Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, it's all our fault after all. You made a game for modern audiences. You're supposed to be buying those games, isn't it, modern audience? Oh wait, modern audience barely exists. And they don't purchase games most of the time. And so we get that garbage that we keep getting it here lately, just to appease this modern audience who doesn't purchase games. And guess what? Well, the game tends to fail. And me, well, right-wingers, Trump supporters, gamers, actual gamers, gets all the blame. Because after all, we are supposed to be insignificant and supposed to be not that interesting or misogynist and all this type of stuff. So the product wasn't made for us. So there it is. But the best of all, and this is hilarious because Ubisoft is really struggling, and this shows a sign of desperation, is this. From PC Gamer on Yahoo Finance, I hate PC Gamer. Ubisoft comes crawling back to Steam. Yeah, it seems they are ditching their store exclusivity because apparently things are not doing that well. Very, very interesting, isn't it? Because this shows that they are struggling, that there is something going on out there. And if Ubisoft keeps having those games fail as they are, I wonder, really, I wonder how much longer they still have left. And what is going to happen to Ubisoft, because it's all massive crap that they've been releasing recently. So on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night, and remember, fuck Ubisoft, fuck you too.